The today's topic is Rakta Pitta, nothing but the hemorrhagic disorders or a bleeding disorders. And what is the Rakta Pitta is caused and what is actually the Rakta Pitta means is the conditions which are characterized by the spontaneous bleeding comes under the disease called a Rakta Pitta. It's a broad heading which includes the many hemorrhagic disorders. Rakta and Pitta both are in Dushita Avastha which causes a Rakta Pitta here. And bleeding is due to hemorrhage. Non-injurious bleeding is the Rakta Pitta, whereas the injurious bleeding doesn't follows under the heading of the Rakta Pitta. And what is the definition of this Rakta Pitta according to the Samhitas? Sansarga lohita pradushanat lohita gandha varnanu vidhanascha pittam lohita pittam ityachakshate. So samsarga lohita pradushanatcha, pitta does the samsarga with the lohita, will combine with the lohita, that is nothing but the rakta. Pradushanat, which is in the pradushana avastha, has lohita gandha varnanu vidhanascha, the pitta will have the lohita gandha varna pittam, that pitta is called as a lohita pitta, that pitta will cause the rakta pitta. So here the pathogenesis is of dushita rakta and dushita pitta will combines together and causes the disorder called a rakta pitta. And here in this disease the pitta attains the gandha varna of a rakta and has the vascular thinning or vascular bleeding will occur without any injurious causes. The spontaneous bleeding is nothing but the rakta pitta. And what are the nidhanas of this Rakta Pitta? When it comes to the mythological origin of the diseases, that is after the Jwara, it next causes the disease called Rakta Pitta. Because of the high Krodhagni of the Maheshwara, there will be the increased Pitta in the body was there, and that produces the Pitta, that Pitta will produces the Dushana of the Rakta. Because of the Ashray Sambandha, any impairment or any kind of a changes in a smallest minute amount will directly affect to the Sthayi Dhatu. That is nothing but in case of a Pitta, that is Rakta. So when the Jwara is caused due to the increased Pitta, after that Jwara it manifests the Rakta Pitta. So one of the Nidana for a Rakta Pitta is nothing but the Jwara. So when it comes to the specific Nidana for Rakta Pitta are, when it comes to the Aharaja Nidana, the dietic habits which causes a Rakta Pitta are Yavaka, Uddalaka, Kora Dushita, grains. These are the grains which when we intake in an excessive quantity, not in a normal quantity, when we intake in an excessive quantity, Ati, Ushna and Tikshna Ahara, that way frequently daily the dietics contains these kind of a Ushna Tikshna Ahara in an excessive quantity, then it will cause to the Rakta Pitta. The excessive intake of a Nishpava, Masha, Kulatta, Supa and Kshara property having dravyas in excess quantity, and Dadi Manda Atisevana, and excess Sura, Savira, Maireya Atisevana, that is nothing but the alcoholic products or alcohols in excessive quantity if we consumed, that will cause the Rakta Pitta. Badara Amla Dravya Atisevana, nothing but the Pitta Prakopaka Ahara Viharajas. When Pitta will get aggravated by the causative factors of its own, then it will cause the Dushan of the Rakta. Then what are the Viharaja Nidana, the habitats which we carry out to which causes the Rakta Pitta are excessive Atapa Sevana. The exposure to the excessive sunlight or excessive Agni will cause the Rakta Pitta. Or Upavasa, and because of the Upavasa there will be an increase or a decrease or a hamper on the Jataragni. So that followed by the not only upavasa, after the having in being in a fasting, if a person indulges in a ati vyavaya, that is excessive sexual intercourses or excessive sexual acts, or vyayama, the excessive exercise, that will cause to the Rakta Pitta. And Manasika Nidana, when it comes to the mental afflictions, that is nothing but the Krodha, excessive, because of I have already said that any kind of a Pittaja pathogenesis, the Manasika Nidhana is nothing but the Krodha. Associated with the Shoka and Bhaya, because of the Maheshwara Rudra Kopa, there will be in Daksha Prajapati Yagna, there will be created a excessive Bhaya in the people were around that Yagna, and they will be in a sorrow because of some acts. That's why the Krodha, Shoka, Bhaya will cause the Rakta Pitta. And what is the Purva Rupa? That's prodromal symptoms this Rakta Pitta has are Anannabhilasha, that is the aversion towards a food or not interest towards a food. Bhuktasya Vidaha, soon after the eating of meals, the person feel a burning sensation in a jatara or stomach or in a body, or shukta and amla udkara, he or she will have the sore belchings, and charditasya pibhatsata will be there. Swara bheda, that will be a hoarseness of a voice or a voice changes will be there. Gatra sadhana, the body ache will be there. Paridaha, the excessive burning sensation will be there in the body because of the aggravated pitta, which is the Agni Mahabhuta predominant. Rakta, also Agni Mahabhuta predominant, which are in a Dushita Avastha, so there will be excessive burning sensation. Mukha Dhumagamana, that's because of the excessive Agni Mahabhuta in the body, there will be excessive burning sensation inside also. That's why it produces the Dhumagamana, that the entry of the dhuma, that's nothing but a smoky or a hot flashes through the oral cavity. Gandha of lohita matsya, loha in the mouth, the smell of the iron will be there, or a lohita matsya, the fish called lohita will be there in a mouth. The udgara or the breaths will smells like that. Rakta harita varna of the discoloration of a body will be there in a premonitory symptom or a premonitory stage will be like rakta, the reddish color, or harita, the greenish discoloration of a tvacha, the skin, shakrut, the stool, mutra, the urine, angavayava, the body parts or different kinds of a body parts, lala, saliva, singhanaka, the nasal discharge, and karnala, the ear wax will be discolored in a rakta harita varna. Angavedana, that's body pain will be there due to the Rakta Pitta. These are the prodromal symptoms, and how the patient feels before the manifestation of actual pathogenesis of a Rakta Pitta. So every disease has the particular symptom called dreams. The swapna, the person which will peculiarly have in a peculiar disorder, they are specific for a disease which made a very easy diagnosis. Those are nothing. In case of a Rakta Pitta are Lohita, that's red color, Pita, yellow color, Neela, blue color, Shava, bluish black color, Rupa Darshana in their dreams. Before the manifestation of the Rakta Pitta, the person will have the dreams in which he will see the one structure or one object which is in a Lohita, Pita, Neela, Shava Varna, either of all these or a single by them. And Samanya Rupa, what is the symptoms that Rakta Pitta poses or Rakta Pitta will produces is Rakta Pittotsarga spontaneously. The spontaneous vomiting through the vomiting because of the Rakta Pitta may discharge through the above root, the oral cavity, nose or eyes or ear, or Adhomarga, that is nothing but the rectum, vaginal bleeding and all, and Ubhaya Marga or Tiryagata Marga, that's nothing but the in each and every Roma Kupa, that's nothing but the each and every hair follicles there may be a bleeding. So Rakta Pittotsarga, without any injurious reason, without any cause, there will be a spontaneous bleeding is the main kind of a symptom will Rakta Pitta will have. And Daurbalyata will be there, weakness will be there because of the Shwasa will be there, Kasa will be there, Jwara will be there because of the Jwara is one of the cause of the Rakta Pitta. That's why Vamana, the excessive blood vomiting or excessive discharge of a bleeding, there will be a bleeding. That's why the person will feel a Daurbalyata. And Madasta Indriya, because of the bleeding, Jiva Rakta is vomited out of the body, either of any of the orifices of the body. That's why all Indriyas, they will be in a Madha, that confused or a static manner, which are not able to do their work. So, and this is nothing but the Madhasta Indriya. And Bhuktasya Vidaha, the soon after having a food or a during the eating of a food, the person will have the burning sensation inside his GI tract. And Hridgraha, due to the excessive bleeding through the upper root, there will be a congestion of a chest discomfort will be there. And Trishna, due to the excessive pitta, there will be Agni Mahabhuta predominancy there will be in the body. That's why there will be a requirement of a Ap Mahabhuta to decrease the temperature, decrease the Agni Mahabhuta. There will be a Trishna will be there. And Kantha Bheda, due to the excessive vomiting may be the cause, the Kantha Bheda, that's nothing but the throat pain or a hoarseness of a voice will be there. That this is nothing but the Samanya Rupa. And what is the Samprapti? What is the etiopathogenesis? How this Rakta Pitta will occurs in our body? Like Ukta Nidana Sevana, nothing but the Pitta and Rakta Dushita, Ahara, Vihara and Manasika Nidana were done. And that caused the increase in a Rakta in Yakrut and Pliha. The Masha, Nishpava, Kshara, Lavana, Ati Bhojana will causes the priorly it will increase in the amount of the blood in a Yakrut and Pleha. And where the Prakupita Pitta will go and in a Raktavaha Srotas, and that Prakupita Pitta will go in a Raktavaha Srotas, the increased Rakta and the Prakupita Pitta will combine, the Prakupita Pitta will causes the Pradushan of the pure blood. So then the Raktavahas, in the Raktavahas Srotas, there will be a samsarga of Prakupita Pitta with the Rakta, nothing but the causes of a Rakta Dushana, that causes the further causes the Rakta Pitta called a disease. And what are the types of the Rakta Pitta then? This pathogenesis may occur in the Urdhvaga Bhaga or Adhoga Bhaga or Ubhaya Bhaga. It is depends on a doshic predominance at the local places where samsarga will occur. So what are the types? There are mainly three types of Rakta Pitta are there. Those are Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta, Adhoga Rakta Pitta, Ubhayaga Rakta Pitta or Tiryagata Rakta Pitta. So it is Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta in which this will occur, in which person it will occur. Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta always occur in a Kapha Bahula Sharira. The Kaphaja Prakriti person will get the Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta. Here the pathogenesis will be like Rakta and Pitta we combined with the Kapha. So this is nothing but the Rakta Pitta along with the Kapha pathogenesis will be there, and the bleeding tendency will be the bleeding roots are nothing but the Urdhva Marga, that is nothing but the upper orifices, the nose, ear, eye, mouth. These may be the roots of the Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta and which is easily curable. That's Sadhya. And Adhoga Rakta Pitta, second one, where it occur in a Vata Bahula Sharira, in a Vataja Prakriti. Here the pathogenesis will be like Rakta Pitta combined with the Vata. And however, we know that Vata Marga is Adho Marga, that is nothing but it resides in the lower part of the body. That's why the Adho Marga will be the bleeding root of the Adhoga Rakta Pitta. It bleeds through the vagina or a per rectum or anal route. And Ubhaya, the third one, which is the Adhoga Rakta Pitta will be Apya, that's maybe a palatable. And Ubhayaga Rakta Pitta. Ubhayaga Rakta Pitta will occur in a Vata Kapha Bahula Sharir, the combined Prakriti. And here the pathogenesis will be like Rakta plus Pitta, having the Vata and Kapha both. So the bleeding tendency through the Ubhaya Marga, it may be upper root or maybe a lower root, or maybe there sometimes because of the severity, the Ubhayaga Rakta Pitta is considered as the incurable one. In the chronic stage of the Ubhayaga Rakta Pitta, there will be a bleeding in each and every Romakupa, each and every hair follicle, there will be a bleeding. That much severe it is, and it is incurable, asadhya vyadhi. And what is the asadhya asadhyata of Rakta Pitta? As I already told that the Tatra yad urdhva bhagam tat sadhyam विरेचनोपक्रमणीयत्वात् बहु औषधत्वाच्च यद अधोभागं तद्याप्यं वमन उपक्रमणीयत्वात् अल्पौषधत्वाच्च यद उभयभागं तद् असाध्यं वमन विरेचन अनुपयोगित्वात् अनौषधत्वाच्चेति. So Charakaina Nidhanasthana in Raktapitta Nidhana Adhyaya said that Tatra yad urdhva bhagam sadhyam, tat sadhyam, the urdhva bhaga Raktapitta is sadhya. Why? Because virechana upakramaniyatvat, for a urdhvaga Rakta Pitta we will does the virechana upakrama, because of the Chikitsa Sutra of the Rakta Pitta is Pratimarga Haranada. We have to treat the Rakta Pitta in a opposite direction what it occurs actually, what it is. In case of a Pratimarga Harana Chikitsa, that called as, in case of a Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta, we need to expel a vitiated dosha through the downward manner, in a like purgation, through the and in case of a Adhomarga, we need to choose the opposite direction. That is nothing but through the omitting. The MS is nothing but the Vamana. Because we need to do a opposite direction, so that the blood which is feeling tendency to the bleeding, it will push up and the stambhana of the bleeding will occur. And so Virechana Upakrama will adopt in the Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta, and the specific treatment for a Pitta Dosha Dushana is nothing but the Virechana, the best line of a treatment. That's why the Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta is Sadhya. And another reason is there for a Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta Sadhyata, that Bahu Aushadatvacha, because Pitta will subside by the tikta madhura kashaya rasatmaka dravyas. So we have abundant medicinal dravyas which are in the tikta and kashaya rasa, also in the madhura rasa. So which can be have the multiple properties or multiple gurvadi guna yukta dravyas may be available or are available. That's why it is a sadhya. And why adhoga rakta pitta is yapya? Yad adobhagam tad yapyam. Adobhagaja rakta pitta is yapya, that is palatable. Only we can manage that condition. We can't treat it permanently. We can't give a complete cure. Why? Because vamanopakramaniyattvat. Because of the vamanopakrama we have to adopt. Because of the bleeding is at the downward direction, so we need to control it through the pratimargaharana in the opposite direction. That why we need to adopt a vamanopakrama. Whereas the vamanopakrama is not suitable for a pitta and it further causes a complication. Daurbalyata will be there. Vamana will further causes a complication to the patient, and and another reason, alpaushadhatvacha. Alpaushadhatvacha means only we can treat it by the madhura rasatmaka dravya. As the madhura rasatmaka dravya are not abundantly available, and even if we administer a madhura rasatmaka dravya, there will be a aggravation of a kapha will be there, so the viruddhopakrama will occur. That's why we can't treat the completely cure the adobhagaja raktapitta. So yad ubhaya bhagam tad asadhyam. Ubhaya bhagaja raktapitta or tiryagata raktapitta is asadhya. Why? Because vamana virechana anupayogitvat. Like if the bleeding is occurring through the upper route or a downward route, both the manner the bleeding is occurring. So if I decided to treat a patient through the pratimargaharana chikitsa for considering the vaginal bleeding, so when I starts to do the vaginal bleeding stoppage, there will be I need to adopt a vamana upakrama. When I do the vamana upakrama, there will be a excessive nasal or a upper orifice bleeding will occur. If I started to control the upper orifice bleeding, then the start of the lower orifice is bleeding. So there will be a viruddha upakrama will occur. And anuaushadhatvacha iti. Because, however, this involves a tridosha. If I am giving a tikta rasatmaka dravya, it causes the pitta subside but increases the vata. If I using the madhura rasatmaka dravya, it does the vata pitta shamana but causes the kapha to increase. So there will be no proper treatment is there. They always, it poses some viruddha upakramas. It always causes the aggravation of one or another doshas involved in the rakta pitta. So yad ubhaya bhaga rakta pitta is asadhya. And what are the upadravas or complications occurred by this rakta pitta are durbalata, as because of the bleeding jiva rakta is omitted out of the body, that's why durbalata will be there. Avipaka, lack of a digestion or indigestion will occur due to the hamper of a pitta, nothing but the agni of a body. Arochaka, anorexia will be there. And shvasa, excessive, the breathing difficulty will be there. Kasa, cough will be there. Atisara, maybe a raktatisara will be there, that is nothing but the one of the diseases comes under rakta pitta. Shosha, that is nothing but emaciation due to the bleeding. Shofa, there will be a swelling. Pandu, because of its hemolytic anemia, because of the discharge of the excessive blood, the hemolytic anemia will cause. And jvara, the fever always will be there only. And arishta lakshana, what are the arishta lakshana of this? That's definite death causing lakshanas in the rakta pitta, where Vaidya should not take that case. Those are, if a person persists red color in every visible object. Like for example, in a severe or a chronic condition of the rakta pitta, there will be a patient sees a redness in every visible object. Whatever he see, he will see in a red color. That is called a arishta lakshana. And one who vomits the jiva rakta and rakta gandhi udgara will be there. And one who has the bleeding all over the orifices, even in a minutest hair follicles also, if he or she is having the bleeding, that rakta pitta is arishta only.